Okay, I was gonna talk about this, but it might ruffle feathers, and like, we just need to talk about it. Like, first of all, we should just talk about things, and this is the one I wanted to talk about today. That was like on my mind. Okay, um, I want to talk about this whole mixed race and biracial like conversation that we're having, and I know that coming from me, it could be like ruffle feathers. And all right, so here's my take. This is what I feel about it. All right, so number one, let's start with me. Number one, I personally, I did my 23andMe, and my 23andMe, my macro is that I'm African, English, Irish, Spanish, Portuguese, Indigenous, and Filipino. Okay, so in that, or that's what this makes up right here. You know what I mean? I could give you all the digits and stuff, but it's like, we're just prefacing it. Okay, so I'm getting feeling weird about it because I also have like cousins since we were little that were my uncle is black and his wife was white and they had kids. So if you want to call them biracial, you can call them biracial. But I call my cousins and I consider them black personally. You know what I mean? That's how I consider them. I don't even consider them like, if they wanted to acknowledge themselves as biracial, that's fine with me. I don't have any problem with it. But if they ever, I consider them black, period. And then not only that I consider them black, I consider my family, my cousins. So, you know what I mean? Like, put that however you want it. They're part of me, you know what I mean? So, but going back to the biracial mix thing, that, I feel that it's weird because, like I said, I am also multi-ethnic, you know what I mean? I don't think it's like racial, but I guess that's what you guys are. I feel like there's only one race, and that's the human race. But if you want to just go and say it's like biracial, all right, you know what I mean. But I feel like there's a problem. The problem that I have with it is that I feel that all of us are biracial, or at least, you know what I mean? Because all of the African Americans, first of all, I don't know about all the others, but like, unless your last name isn't Butu or something like that, but if your last name is like Jenkins or Jackson, like there's some white in your ethnicity already, you know, in your genealogy right there, because that's not your name. You know, you didn't come over here with that. You've already been blended in here. And I know some people would say that some Africans were just automatically taken on the a slave master's name and were already taken on it without even being part of the family. But I do agree with that, but I feel like that's probably like a small margin, because once you own something and it's your property, you're allowed to do anything that you want with it. So I'm sure no stone was unturned, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can do it yourself. You can, like I said, you could put 23andMe or any other like ancestral history on you, and it's rare that you're gonna find like the African Americans. You know what I mean? I'm Lonnie the Fifth, so I'm 5 generations of African American on that, just alone on my name. Who knows how many were before that? But so okay, so then like, yeah, so collectively we're all at least biracial. We should be multiracial. You know what I mean? You've seen like in mine the English, in my comedy act, the English, the Irish, the Spanish, and the Portuguese. Probably most of that is from the slave trade. I know that personally that that's a whole other story. But my grandma was adopted, so like, and also that there was always the rumor that, oh sorry, my grandma was an orphan. Sorry, there's a difference. My grandma was an orphan, and there was rumors that she was given up because her mother had sex with a white person, and no one's gonna like take care of it. So like, there's all kind of stuff in there, you know what I mean? But Okay, so having said that, even if we like, if you could agree or disagree, but it's all in the paperwork. You know what I mean? So, we're all, and not only does it in the paperwork. If you line us up with Africans, you know what I mean? Like I say that, like nobody's ever told me to go back to Africa because they know. You know what I mean? Like we just look different. We're just different now, and so then what is this label for? Is it just proximity to white? Because like we're biracial to what? Because the white people that you're having, these white people, Americans, they're also multiracial. They're having family members, so their genealogy, even if it's trying to go back, there's some color in their ethnicity too, and they only want to admit the European part, but there's got to be African in a lot of them too. You know what I mean? We're all related here, but so then what is the whole point of like I'm biracial? Like we're all biracial. You know what I mean? So what does make you? So what makes you? Because you're not being accepted. I don't understand the. You know what I mean? We're like, her name is Amanda. That's not her African name. That's her American name. You know what I mean? We've been here for centuries now. So I'm just having a problem with like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But if that's what you're trying to like, if you're trying to get closer to your white side, like I'm not just black. I want to get closer to my white side. Like, okay, too. Like, I have no problem with it, but like, I don't see because you're lighter. Because I have cousins that are from two black parents, and she's light. And then I have my cousin who is from biracial parents. She's almost the same complexion as me. So like, where are we going with this? What is the point of, you know what I'm saying? Not to put on anybody or nothing like that. If you want to do, like I said, if you want to do whatever you want to do, you don't feel like you're being acknowledged, and you want to have your own group. You know what I mean? Like, does that? I feel like I don't know. I don't want to presume, just assume for other people. You know what I mean? I'm not that kind of person, but I just feel like I'm biracial too. I'm multiracial. Do I? I mean, does that? No one's accepting it because it's in this. You know what I mean? So where does the line? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm biracial. Like, okay, but everyone is now though. There's not all you. Everyone, we're all mixed in now. That's the thing now. You know what I mean? And it's been hundreds of years. Like, why? Of course, like even in Rome, they're like all different. Why wouldn't they be blended? I mean, how could you have like a genealogy that just goes to one? You know what I mean? You guys stayed in one neighborhood for like 5 million years. That doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? But